This is TW Battles doing online commentary for Napoleon Total War. I am playing Russia and my opponent is Sweden. Let's take a look at my army. Lifeguard horse, some Jaegers, Cossack cavalry, 2 units of Opolchany, 6-pounder horse artillery being rushed forward there. About 6 to 7 units of musketeers. There's my general staff. 10-pounder unicorn gun, lifeguard foot, Cossack cavalry, dragoons, and 3 units of Jaegers. Let's take a look at my opponent's army. Hussars, lifeguard horse, Jaegers, 7-pounder howitzer, 3 units of militia, 6 to 7 units of line infantry, some lifeguards afoot. Love those uniforms for the Swedes with the blue and the gold. General staff, some more of those line infantry units. 6-pounder horse artillery, lifeguard horse, and some Jaegers. Let's take a look at these horse artillery setting up here. Not a very good deployment position there with the hill. This is the Pyrenees map. It's part of the new download for Napoleon Total War. I really like it. It has a lot of really interesting geographical features, a lot of hills, and you can apply a lot of different tactics here. It makes it very tactical the way you deploy your army. And my Jaegers firing down some of those advancing units. You can see I have some nice straight lines here, stretching all the way across the battlefield. Here's my lifeguard foot units. I have increased unit sizes by going to my preference file. I do like to play larger battles. I believe this is roughly 9,000 men on the battlefield total right now, which is just about right. I have done some battles with closer to 20,000 men, but it does tend to lag on my computer a little bit with those numbers, so I just wanted to check out the new Napoleon patch by playing a pretty manageable battle here. Here's the Swedish line infantry lining up to get some shots off on my guys. You can see them rushing forward there. There is a unit of lifeguards afoot following directly behind them. And you can see we just have the first rank firing. There's that lifeguards afoot unit. They're more of an elite unit. Okay. You can see my musketeers mixing it up in the center here, or call it right center. Some of these Swedish advancing units. You can see all the way here on my right flank we have a lot of action already. My Jaegers were able to get some shots off on the cavalry, and then they were attacked by that Swedish cavalry unit. You can see all the dead horses there. My Opolchany is getting in the mix there. Okay, you can see the Swedish army still advancing forward here. Somewhat oblivious to the fact that I'm just decimating their lines with volleys. And you can see this unit's readjusting itself. And here's my Russian Jaegers and my Dragoons unit, and right there my Cossack cavalry took out one of their artillery units. They were left unprotected back there. I was able to swing them around the edge and get them to that artillery. You can see I'm trying to pinch in on my left flank here and kind of constrict on the Swedish army here. Kind of make it uncomfortable for them, give them less room to maneuver. You can see my guys there are under some pretty good artillery fire. I still have some good lines here. They're pretty intact. And let's get a look at my 6-pounder horse artillery here, hidden in the trees. See this guy picking up a cannonball. Some pretty interesting looking hats there. I can't say I would want to wear that hat. Wouldn't feel too tough in a battle wearing that hat right there. Anyway, getting off some shots, and I can't really see where that landed, but somewhere beyond those trees. Okay, let's get a close-up look at these Swedish units. Again, I just really love the color combination of their uniforms. They look sweet. There's a lot of buildings here, but not many of them, or none of them that I've seen, can you enter. So they're pretty much just getting in the way right now, or I guess they're visually pleasing to look at. There's the Swedish General Staff in the middle there. I'm going to pinch in on them with my Cossack cavalry, who is mopping up the Swedish militia. And they're going to slowly make their way over this hill and put some pressure on that General Staff. And you can see the Swedes still have some stuff going on there in the middle. You can see I've pretty much won on the left, and I'm going to start to pinch my troops in there. I'm going to start winning on the right pretty soon, and start constricting in on the Swedish army. You can see the Swedish General Staff feeling the pressure from my cavalry and starting to move out of the way there. You can see this line right here, I kind of angled them so I can get some shots at the side here. That gets units to rout pretty quicker when you can shoot at them from two different angles, especially from the side or rear. See my Cossack cavalry guys coming in here and stabbing down on these Swedish line infantry units. I really love the Cossacks. They're one of my favorite cavalry units. I don't know that they're the strongest. They're pretty good on their initial charge. This is less the kind of fight that they want to do, but I do like watching them fight with this overhead spear action. I could say if I was in the cavalry, I would, like being with the Cossacks. It just seems pretty cool to have a spear in your hand and just kind of bring it down on people. Okay, let's take a look at this Swedish line infantry unit with a bit of a hill advantage on my unit across the field there. You can see my guys are getting pretty close to routing, and right there they routed, and I had a feeling that was going to happen considering the height advantage the Swedes have here. But no fear, I'm winning this battle handily right now, so I'm just going to continue taking the units I do have and keep putting pressure on these Swedish units. And you can see that unit advancing forward. And here's my 6-pounder horse artillery, and I'm going to change them over to canister shot to get some volleys off on that line infantry unit. And you can see the Swedes have had a bit of resurgence here on my left. I'm still going to pinch my guys in. You can see there finally my cavalry unit got to the enemy general there. You can see the indication that they've been killed, and that should be a big blow to the Swedish army. And you see this unit right here is very close to routing. They don't have a lot of guys left, and finally there they are. They're getting fired on from multiple directions, and there's the remnants of the General Staff trying to regroup. And the AI is actually doing pretty good here. The Russians are a stronger army in this game, of course, than the Swedes. But overall, I think the AI is doing a pretty decent job with putting up some good fights. This is one of the more one-sided battles I think I'll probably play. I do like it when the battles are close, so sometimes I do make decisions and do things so that it could be more of a close battle. So this is a little bit of a disappointment. See my Lifeguard horse unit there is mopping up some of those Swedish Jaegers. Again, they have those funny hats just like the 6-pounder horse artillery unit. Fast forwarding here a little bit. My Lifeguard horse, after finishing with that other unit, is going to make a charge on, I believe this is the last intact Swedish unit. And they're going to go ahead and charge in there. We'll get some good melee looks here. Oh, you can see a couple of my horses going down there. Oh, some backstabbing going on. Swedes are pretty good with their bayonets. And as I see this happening, I have some other units in the area. There's my horse artillery unit, and I'm going to rush some of my musketeers in here to help out. And that's going to turn the tide of this melee fight. Oh, look at that guy. Got a bayonet right in the stomach. That was an excellent shot right there, if I do say so. Alright, here we go. There's my cavalry chasing down some of these final units, and that ought to do it. You can see the results there. It was a pretty one-sided battle, and I hope you enjoyed this one.